Next year, there will be a foldable iPhone featuring 4 cameras, Touch ID, and an Apple cellular modem. According to reports, Apple is set to release its first foldable iPhone in 2026. Ahead of the highly anticipated launch of the iPhone 17, new information regarding the long-rumored iPhone Fold has emerged. It is suggested that the device will resemble a folding book, akin to the Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold and the Samsung Z Fold 7. Mark Gurman of Bloomberg provided additional insights about the forthcoming foldable iPhone in his Power on email today. He opines that, similar to many Android foldables, the foldable iPhone will open like a book to reveal a larger screen inside. The device will be equipped with 4 cameras, 1 on the front display, 1 on the interior, and 2 on the rear. It will also incorporate Touch ID for biometric authentication and Apple's proprietary cellular modem for internet connectivity. The integration of 4 cameras enhances the device's versatile form factor. When closed, the foldable iPhone may function much like a traditional iPhone, featuring an outward-facing touchscreen in the 5 to 6 inch range, along with a front-facing camera. A purportedly higher resolution main rear camera will be available for capturing high-quality images. The second rear camera is intended for either ultra-wide or telephoto shots. However, it is currently unclear which option will be implemented. When unfolded to reveal the expansive 8-inch internal screen, the 5th camera lens will serve as the active selfie camera. The inclusion of Touch ID on a flagship iPhone may initially seem unconventional, given that all other iPhones have transitioned to Face ID. However, the foldable design necessitates strict thinness criteria, ensuring that the device remains lightweight when closed. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo has previously estimated that the device will measure approximately 9.5 millimeters when closed, making each half less than 5 millimeters thick, which is thinner than any previous iPhone. The intricate true depth camera system required for Face ID will not fit within such a compact chassis. Consequently, Apple will implement a Touch ID fingerprint sensor in the side button for straightforward authentication and device unlocking. While competing firms have been developing such phones for a few years now, the Apple iPhone Fold will debut in a more mature market. I expect it to be more advanced than first-generation Android foldables. However, this also means Apple will be entering a new segment that's more competitive than ever. Here are the 5 iPhone Fold features that might make it on par with, or even better than, Android folding phones. 1. Slightly thicker than the Z Fold 7. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman has reported numerous times that the first Apple foldable will be identical to Z Fold series. It will also get close to the book-style foldables design in terms of thickness and crease visibility. According to industry analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, the iPhone Fold could measure between 9 and 9.5 millimeters when folded and roughly 4.5 to 4.8 millimeters when unfolded. For perspective, the Z Fold 7 measures 8.9 millimeters when folded and 4.2 millimeters when unfurled. While a few millimeters might not seem like a significant deal, they alter the in-hand feel immensely. That's why I prefer the Samsung foldable more than its competitors. 2. Not a stressful crisis situation. In a previous report, Gurman explained that in-cell touchscreen technology might help make the iPhone Fold's crease less noticeable. It is also believed to feature liquid metal in the hinges to boost durability and assist in eliminating the crease. It could include a titanium chassis, with the hinge built from a combination of titanium and stainless steel. As of now, both the Z Fold 7 and the Oppo Find N5 exhibit slight creases, which tend to become more pronounced over time. It is anticipated that Apple's first foldable device will address the crease issue more effectively than the 2-generation-old Z Fold 5. It will be intriguing to see whether it can compete with the current generation models, particularly considering that many Chinese foldables have resolved this problem. 3. Unfolding into an iPad. The iPhone Fold is believed to sport a 5.5-inch outside display, which is smaller than the basic iPhone 16's 6.1-inch screen. This will let it unfold into a 7.8-inch iPad-style screen, giving you a 4:3 aspect ratio display. Unlike the iPad mini's 3:2 aspect ratio, a 4:3 screen is closer to the squarish aspect ratio of the Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold and the Z Fold 7. As a result, it'll have more letterboxing in video content than an iPad mini, but it should be on level with other foldables. You should still receive a bigger screen space to watch your favorite shows than you get with a conventional slab phone. The interior display is said to have a 2713 by 1920 pixel resolution, but the cover panel could flaunt a 2088 by 1422 pixel resolution. 4. One less camera than others. Most book-style foldables contain 5 cameras in total. One within the cover screen, another inside the folding display, and 3 on the rear, comprising a primary camera, a telephoto sensor, and an ultra-wide-angle lens. However, the first Apple foldable could sacrifice a rear camera in favor of storing a total of 4 sensors. According to a recent claim from Gurman, the iPhone Fold would have a dual back camera configuration, alongside one on the front and one on the inside. So, it could be less adaptable than Samsung, Google, and other Chinese alternatives. The Vivo X Fold 5 and Oppo Find N5 are on a whole other level of folding phone photography, and it will be hard for the iPhone Fold to beat them. 5. One throwback feature and an iPhone 17 Air-like spec. The iPhone Fold could employ Touch ID instead of Face ID for biometric authentication. The former was phased out earlier this year from iPhones with the debut of the iPhone 16e, however. Touch ID remains a key aspect of other Apple products, including iPads and MacBooks. It remains to be seen if the Cupertino firm opts for an all-new in-display fingerprint scanner or follows the iPad approach by incorporating it into the power button. According to Gurman, the first Apple foldable will also lack a SIM card, like the iPhone 17 Air. Google recently shifted to an eSIM-only standard in the Pixel 10 series for the US market. It's a strange scenario to not have a physical SIM card slot in your phone, and it doesn't really serve the consumer, in my opinion. I assume the iPhone Fold may maintain a SIM slot for other markets, like the Pixel 10 range, but there's no confirmation on it yet. So, what else? The iPhone Fold could utilize Apple's second-generation C2 or C3 modem for cellular connectivity, which will be a step up from its first in-house C1 modem seen within the iPhone 16e. The C2 or C3 cellular modem is stated to have capabilities approaching the latest from Qualcomm. The iPhone 18 Pro series is also reported to feature the same modem. The first foldable iPhone is also reported to carry high-density battery cells, which are speculated to make their way onto the iPhone 17 Air in a few weeks. This battery technology is what helped make Oppo, Vivo, and Honor foldables so small despite holding a 5,000 mAh or plus battery capacity. Finally, the Apple iPhone Fold pricing and release date. The first Apple iPhone Fold is anticipated to appear in 2026, alongside the iPhone 18 Pro series. Apple is rumored to overhaul its launch approach starting next year, when it'll introduce the iPhone 18 Air, iPhone 18 Pro, iPhone 18 Pro Max, and iPhone Folds simultaneously, while the iPhone 18 will be launched in early 2027 alongside the iPhone 18e. According to prior estimates, the iPhone Fold might be priced at about $2,000. This would make it the most costly iPhone ever and bring it on pace with the Samsung and Google rivals. It might be costly, but the iPhone Fold might accelerate foldable phone usage among consumers. So, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.